by somebody with the codename Antares, and somebody else who also attended the conference, with the codename Tagata, has reread them to confirm and add missing details. This was originally posted in German on transinformation.net, translated into English by Inanna. Some words are added with highest intent as the translator has attended the conference as well. These are personal notes made with best intent and capability, they are not what Cobra said word by word. However, they have been read and confirmed by Cobra. Anyway, we think and hope that you might find interest in them, and that they will lead to some new insights. Antares, Tagata, Inanna and Undwine, Part 1. At the beginning, Cobra speaks about the programming process, which we had to go through as well, although we came from different star systems. We were forced to make a soul contract with the Archons. Our purpose was always to support the transition of the planet and humanity into the Golden Age. The Archons tried from the beginning to prevent us from remembering our missions by implanting us. The first implants from the times of Atlantis, which we still have within our systems, are the cause of the belief systems of today. Details about this first layer of implants cannot be disclosed right now, as the time for this has not come yet. Cobra just emphasizes that this created a separate reality which is the basis of the structure of the matrix. We are still subject to that artificial structure. We have been, and are still today, inside of the imprisonment of reincarnation, and this is an important part of the programming. The second layer of implants is received during every birth. This is one of the reasons that we forget our past lives. So all implants of every single birth are still present within us, and every single life we do not remember is blocked by the layer of that specific incarnation. The third layer of programming is made through our parents during our childhood, also still present in every childhood of every incarnation. These are emotional and mental patterns which are seated in us and provide us with a basic form. The fourth layer of programming is made by kindergartens and schools. It goes on later in the world of career and business. We are consequently influenced in such a way that we are forced to stay inside the program of the matrix. For example, in universities, in physics, what is taught is more than 100 years old. It is ignoring the quantum physics, which by the way are also not completely up to date. Science is infiltrated with errors by intent, to prevent humanity from awakening. The second law of thermodynamics is designed in such a way to make it seem that free energy is something impossible. According to relativity theory, the speed of light is the highest speed possible. Superluminal velocity, faster than the speed of light, at which spacecrafts function, is therefore apparently not possible. The fifth layer of programming is achieved through media, religions and organizations. This layer, for example, includes the program that everything related to UFOs is considered as crazy. All this is installed to keep the masses inside of the program and to suppress open discussions about those issues. Open first contact can only happen when this barriers has been removed. At the end of last year, the breakthrough phase has been initialized, which will culminate into the event. This is a process in development. The positive races have decided to accelerate that process. However, we belong to this operation, we are supporting them with our active and conscious participation, with our decisions, intentions, will and actions. Cobra speaks about his flight outside of the quarantine and shows a picture of himself inside of that flying object. You can also visit this fascinating article, Cobra Beyond the Veil, 2012 portal.blogspot.com web link. He reports about the beauty and peacefulness there, and that he has understood much about the Chimera when he was there. He is certain that a bright and peaceful future is coming for humanity. The ISIS portal activation last year in December was the most difficult one, with very positive consequences. One of those is the return of the goddess Mu. She entered through a place within the Agartha network, coming from a different star system. The dragon families are protecting her and are caring for her well-being. They have a special laser technology that sustains the functioning of her pineal gland. At the ISIS portal activation on 15th of December 2014, an astronomical triangle of light was built. In our area of the cosmos there are 20 local galaxies. The most important ones are the Milky Way galaxy, the Andromeda galaxy and the Triangulum galaxy. These three galaxies are building an energetic triangle. Many billions of years ago the decision was made that these three galaxies will be serving to dissolve all spiritual darkness. The Triangulum galaxy is something like the Oversoul, the supervisor of polarities with the purpose to dissolve duality. Last December, Triangulum galaxy sent a flash of light to the Milky Way galaxy and Andromeda galaxy, which connected the energies of these two twin flame galaxies. This will make the last existing darkness vanish forever, as it has initialized a huge transformation energy technology of these two galaxies. These two galaxies are from opposite polarity and they will transform every darkness that gets in between them. Milky Way and Andromeda galaxies, within the rings of the asteroid Chariklo, are small motherships. On those motherships there are many females from different star systems and from the resistance movement, who channel goddess energy and send it to our planet. All this energy has been transmitted through women. This has started a massive transformation of the whole solar system. About the MOS, Multidimensional Operations Solar System, Cobra explains that since the Isis portal activation last December, the light forces from various star systems have increasingly been entering our solar system. Every darkness will be removed from physical and non-physical planes, which include all remaining members of the Chimera. During the last Tarkon invasion, which started at the 11th of January 1996, a negative stargate was created by subterranean nuclear explosions and particle accelerators. This energy vortex brings every remaining anomaly from the whole cosmos to Earth. The light workers and light warriors below, above and on the surface of this planet are transmutation stations of all that energy. They transform darkness. This clearing process is taking place right now. Through the Isis portal activation, light waves were brought to Earth, which upon their way became visible as signs in the sky. Cobra asks if participants of the conference in Constance have seen them, and many have raised their arms. Cobra was very happy about that. Comet Lovejoy, the name is the family name of the discoverer and it fits so well. Taking Earth as viewpoint, the comet passed near the Pleiades last January. The effect of this was an increase of purification and an energy boost. Energy from the Pleiades was directed at the tail of the comet. Secret Space Program, SSP. There will be many reports about the Secret Space Program in the near future, and more facts will be disclosed. The SSP started at the beginning of the last century during a meeting of the Thule Society in Untersberg in Germany. A young medium was present there, Maria Orsic. She had received very detailed information about how to build a flying disc. The physicist W. O. Schumann from the University of Munich was also present at that meeting, and he was the one who built those objects according to the instructions Maria Orsic had received. The flying discs were created and functional in the 20s. The first meeting of the Thule Society in the described context took place in a shooting lodge near Berchtesgaden, and then others took place at different locations. A little later, the Pleiadians came and offered their technologies with one condition: to prevent the Second World War from happening. This negotiation was made, and then broken by the Nazis, so the Pleiadians retired immediately from any interactions with the Nazis. Instead of the Pleiadians, the Dracos came to the Nazis shortly after and worked together with them. Even during the war, there was an intense phase of the SSP from which the Operation Paperclip emerged. Through the Operation Paperclip, scientists and technicians were adopted in the USA, brought by Wernher von Braun. Because of this, the SSP and the building of rockets was continued, now in the USA. Publicly it was mentioned as Apollo program, secretly it was the SSP. In the background the USA and the Soviet Union worked together, and in the 60s they already had bases on Mars and on the backside of the Moon. The money for this program has been coming from two different sources. The first source is the Nazi gold and the stolen gold from Asia. The second source of that money has been coming from all of us, as there are many ways we have to give percentage of our income and general money to the state, at least 30–40%. Because of the global financial system, all humans are involved, not only those living in the USA. Spacecrafts are expensive, or they were very expensive, especially in the beginning of the SSP. Now it is forbidden to build them. Cobra mentions a number of $1 trillion, all in all. The ISS by itself costs $100 billion. Already in the 60s there was a giant fleet of ships flying to Mars, our moon, and to the moons of Saturn and Jupiter. The official name of this operation is Solar Warden, Guardians of the Sun, and the official reason for this operation is to protect our solar system. Some presidents of countries knew about this operation. There was a secret group inside of the UN that was monitoring it. The true purpose of Solar Warden was to prepare the Draco invasion. Additionally, the Dracos infiltrated the military-industrial complex, the US regime, and all governments worldwide. Everything was subjected to that plan. This created something like the Trojan horse for the Archon invasion in 1996, which was accomplished through the underground bases that had been prepared for that. Through the SSB throughout the years, a huge network of 2,000 underground bases was created, worldwide, many of them in the USA. Between 1960 and 2000 there was an intense space war going on. The light forces began to clear disturbances in outer space. In 2012 the majority of this solar system was cleared, only the Chimera group was remaining. This group represents only a few beings, yet the main problem was their connection with the strange Elliott and Toplet bombs, on the physical and plasma plane. Dick Cheney and Donald Rumsfeld also traveled through the solar system. Multinational corporations had been participating in the construction of spacecrafts, like for example Boeing and Airbus. The engineers working there thought they were designing airplanes. In truth, their knowledge was used for insights to create spaceships. Within this context, Cobra shows a picture of a space shuttle that has the logo of the US Post Company on it. Now we are in the last phase to conquer the Chimera. Many times the question arises, why has the first contact still not happened yet, and why is there no full open disclosure yet? The Chimera group has a system of detectors, monitored from Long Island, which detects any space vehicle that would land or make contact. Also in Long Island there is still the particle accelerator and the cloning facility. The cloning facility has made it impossible to arrest key members before the event, reset of the financial system. Light forces are coming from all over the universe now into our solar system. The Astra Command is an alliance of different star races, nations who have the sole purpose to liberate planet Earth. The Astra Command had direct contact with Eisenhower in the 1950s. The contact took place inside of the Edwards Aft Base. The publicly announced reason of Eisenhower's absence was an appointment with the dentist. Cobra mentions Putin's recent appointment with the chiropractor in Vienna. Cobra smiles. A ship landed and the Pleiadians of the Astra Command offered again their technological help to Eisenhower with a condition to remove all nuclear weapons worldwide. The military of the US freaked out and so the contract was not signed. The Astra Command released a warning that now other ET forces would enter the planet. Then the Draconians came and they offered technology as well. With them, a contract was signed, technologies for the military, the construction of underground bases and help with the SSP was given. In return they were allowed to abduct people to study their minds and to make tests with reading their minds and deleting memories. Some races did or do not have emotions and they wanted to do research on humans. This was the wrong way. A short while ago, David Wilcock has reported about the Sphere motherships. Cobra explains that the first wave of those ships came in March 2001 to our solar system. These ships are 3,000 to 4,000 kilometers long. They started to stabilize the energies and prevent cataclysms, and those operations have been very successful. When the Cabal realized what was happening, they answered with 9/11. The second wave of motherships came last December, immediately after the ISIS portal activation. There are also bigger ships involved now, which have a length of 10.000 kilometers. Since these really big ships are too big to interact directly within the solar system, they operate energetically from the Oort cloud and they are cloaked. They bundle the energy coming from the more and more active central sun, and they send it into our solar system. Cobra emphasizes that we would not be here anymore without these ships, and that the surface of the planet would be inhabitable without their operations. The beings on these ships, which David Wilcock refers to as the Blue Avians, are members of the Central Civilization, which is the first and most intelligent life in our galaxy, therefore the most advanced. They are coming now for the final liberation of this planet. These beings are also known as the Wing Makers. They are winged angelic beings, physical angels. Iona is a goddess from the core of our galaxy, and she brought, in ancient times, the mysteries of the goddess to Atlantis. The time capsules of the Wing Makers are coded, and new ones will only be found when the time is right, when the light workers of this planet will have raised their vibrations and understanding enough to be able to integrate the knowledge and teachings. Cobra shows a picture of the Oort cloud with ice objects and comets in it, which function as transmitting points as well. In between there are cloaked sphere motherships. The Oort cloud has a diameter of 1 light year. Cobra shows another picture of our solar system with a Kuiper belt. Smaller ships are placed there which transmit the energy from the ships in the Oort cloud to our solar system. Until today the beings of the spheric motherships have interacted only indirectly with Earth population, and they only have operated from behind the scenes, because they have the highest wisdom, so they always needed a communicator in between. The vibrational mismatch between the surface population and them was just too big. Throughout the times they were guiding the Astra Command and the Palladian fleet. Now they have chosen a more direct interaction with planet Earth. A question: why can the unholy four only be removed after the removal of the Chimera? Cobra answers, this is because of the clones. Another question: do the sphere ships beings really want the process of liberation to be slower? Cobra's answer is that David Wilcock is only giving the information of his contactee called Luke. The sphere beings stand for equalization and balance in the highest sense. The central sun is a giant goddess. She is getting more and more active. She wants the liberty of all beings in the galaxy and wants to clear the whole galaxy from all darkness. This is why she is now sending out the ocean of cosmic love. Cobra soon will make a post about the ocean of love, emanating from the heart of the Milky Way. This is a big energy field throughout the galaxy, and this creates the Great Awakening. The central sun is the source of all energy, the source of all subatomic particles within our galaxy. Dachons were created as the very first particles. Cobra has been contacted by the Pleiadians with the request to make Dachons available for humanity. Now there are several Dachon chambers around the planet, and Cobra also offers Dachon products that help individuals, and will also help the collective when a strong network of Dachon chambers will have been established on Earth. A question: how about the Pleiadians and the Sirians and the Ascension? The answer is that they have physical bodies and a fifth or sixth dimensional consciousness. This means they are not all ascended. Cobra was asked about his first contact with the Pleiadians. His first contact took place in 1977, during which he was traveling through the solar system and he did not want to go back home to Earth. The Pleiadians had to discuss for about 30 minutes with Cobra to convince him to go back inside of the Matrix to prevent a nuclear war to happen to humanity. He did not understand it completely at that time. Tilde continued soon! Tilde.